What's up, guys? So this is in the bag, what I got in the bag, and yeah, we'll start off with what I don't have in the bag. Great in the bag first start. I got these bad boys custom eFlex 4 Pros. I mean, these are really good. I really like about them, especially is how lightweight they are for a CCM pad. They really wrap my leg well, and they kind of keep me controlled, especially lighter pads. I'm gonna start to slide around a little bit too much and be a little too quick and overplay it. So these keep me nice and controlled. As you can tell, super soft boot, but not as much in the top. The top here is only a single brake internal and external, which basically makes it really in the middle of stiff and not. I actually trained this summer in my buddy's Premiers or Premier Ones, and they didn't have a brake, and they needed outer in internal brake. What that basically did is I wish I got these in like no brake at all, because I would have been a little more used to it. Inside, obviously this stuff here, got this strap going here. What I actually do is I put it here because I like a little bit of a looser at the top. But this here is such a comfortable landing pad for CCM, and that's what I like about their models. I demoed the E3s and I didn't like how bulky they were, and that landing pad on the 3s wasn't so good, so they really improved on that. My favorite part about this though is the internals on the leg here, because what you got is like, you got this extra strap here, and basically this is this is really good for that control factor that you need, and especially in the calf. And I definitely like a tighter pad, like really tight at the bottom. And the belts is the one negative thing I would say about this pad here, because as you can tell, it's plastic, which is great for the weight reduction of the actual pad, but the problem is they break easily, so they start to see more wear and tear because it is plastic. That's probably the only thing I don't like. But yeah, I like the name at the top here. This is something I waited for a while. Overall, very lightweight pad. I mean, I can basically lift this with my hand. And that's pretty good for a CCM pad, so it's not the lightest on the market, obviously, but it's something to think about. I got the CCM eFlex 4. I'll be doing a review on it soon. It's definitely a really good pad. I would try it out, definitely. And yeah, you got this BAUER here, nice BAUER 3S Pro stick. I got it just before a season started. Very lightweight, a lot more durable than most BAUER sticks. I wanted to get the 3S Pro, like Pro Carbon, but the problem that I found with this is, as you can see here, it's got the solid back here. I didn't want the one with the spine because the spine does break, and BAUER said they fixed it, but they really didn't. So, I mean, that's still not something that I like to personally have. And these 1S sticks our team gave us, very kind of our coach to be able to do that. Obviously, these are the 1Ss. I actually broke one of these yesterday because it took a shot right off the shaft. But this is a really good stick too. I mean, this is again really durable, the 1S. I don't really like the ergo grip so much, and it definitely doesn't have a good reaction to it. I took a shot today off, and the thing was just like buzzing right in my hand. It hurt. I had shock reduction, like tape. I have 2 knobs here on the other one yesterday, and I didn't feel it. And today I actually felt the difference. It is a little bit heavier, but not so much where you're like, you're doing that. Tape is usual, real simple, real clean here. I've got a couple of puck marks, which is pretty rare for me, but in the bag, I got this thing, the CCM Shield 2 eFlex 4. This is the top of the line chest protector. This thing is a bomb-proof chest protector. I absolutely love it. Besides the fact that it provides really good protection, for me, the 2 biggest things in a chesty are mobility and that it makes me look big, right? I'm not small, but I'm not huge either. So I would need a chest protector that helps me. The mobility on this thing is crazy. I mean, this is it's broken in, but even when it wasn't, right out of the packaging, this thing was working great for me. It's obviously got these wing adjustments, right? Which are really good to, like, if you want it high, if you want it low. I like it right about in the middle. Chest height, obviously you have this. And this is really good for, like, if you're trying to make this ride up on you a little bit. I personally don't like that, but that's not to say that either would be wrong. It's got the D30 foam here at the middle part, and it is tearing a little bit here, as you can tell, which is the only negative I'd say, is that the quality of production is, you know, for a top of the line chest protector isn't ideal, but the amount I play and the time I've had this, which is now a year and a half, I think, you know, this is it's a pretty decent chest protector. I don't really feel many pucks off of it. I like how it makes me look big, but at the same time provides excellent mobility, and definitely I would buy it again. The only non-BAUER CCM thing I have is this Vaughn V7 cup I've had for a while. Thing's a beauty in a cup. I like to look for these little flaps here because I like them. They protect my, you know, my legs from getting cut and everything, and definitely something I would recommend. You know, next we got the Shield pants. Now these, actually I was skeptical of getting. In pants, I like two things: that they make me look square, they don't flare out like the BAUER 1X I had, and those things flared out like crazy. What I liked about these is they're really compact. They make me look super straight, tall, so the chest protector can go right out. Makes me look good. Most importantly, they play good. These things are really good with mobility. Obviously I have the D30 foam here. I've not felt a thing in these pants ever. They have this little strap here. Again, the one thing I would say, I don't like the plastic buckles, because the plastic buckle here broke and I had to tie this over. Now again, I don't really like to use this part anyways, but you know, it's just something to think about. Obviously top of the line model, Shield 2. It's nice because it's the same model as the chest protector, so they fit nice and secure. I do tuck my chest protector in, right? I used to use the straps, but what happened, if you can see, just for y'all to know, these little buttons here, they took some pucks off of them, they completely broke off, and I didn't like that actually as much. I mean, granted, they're not really supposed to, but they were not very durable to begin with. So probably that's the one thing I would probably see, if you can tell here a little bit. So yeah, that's the Shield 2. You got the CCM neck guard. I had this thing before with the extra shirt. Shirt really doesn't make a difference. But I like this thing because it's secure, it's snug, it doesn't ride up too much on me. I like it a little bit lower because I have a dangler. And yeah, I would really recommend this this thing as well. It's pretty good. Up next, obviously, got the skates. Now, the skates are something else. I had BAUER S190s before that because I was dirt poor and Home Depot wasn't paying me any money. But I got a big bonus, and I splurged immediately on the 2S Pros. As you can tell, very nice construction overall. What I had a problem last time with BAUER is this back part here that would rip a lot. And with these skates, there are a lot of positives and negatives. Obviously, extremely light. I'm a guy who prides myself on my skating. That's the one strong thing that I have. And with the black LS 5G Vertex carbon blades, I mean, these are second to none. Obviously, you know, super kind of easy to pop out. There you go. Right? Overall, really good skate. I would really recommend it. The only two negatives, I got these baked, but the problem is that they still didn't really do a good job of molding it to my foot. This isn't a true boot, would probably be best overall on the market. I wanted the BAUER Toques with the true boot, but I just didn't go for it because I was like, I'm too lazy. I want skates now and not like in however long, you know. So it's like one of those things that I guess I'll have to get sometime later. But the problem here is my big toe on both sides. This thing crushes the vein, and I can't feel my big toe sometimes. Like I would say once out of every 10 practices, twice every 12 or something. I don't know. Like every now and then I'm gonna have a numb toe, you know, after practice, and the blood's got to rush in again. Just a comfort factor. I don't really like it so much. But again, that's just my foot, I guess, you know. But I do like to tie my skates very tight, obviously, but you know, I think the comfort thing in these overall really good. Again, BAUER is not known for their quality. They're mainly known for the innovative part, and I definitely think these skates are worth the buy. If you're into if the two main things for you are, you know, have a skate to be lightweight on your feet, and you know, for it to be very lightweight. And you know, that's, you know, I guess for it to sit tight on your foot, these will definitely do the trick. Not very bulky. The last thing I'll actually say before I move to the glove, the tongue here is incredibly soft, which is what I like, right? This back heel is actually not as high as it is on the Vapors. I didn't like that because I like the lower riding skate. These are actually a 9.5, I believe. And yeah, so you can see this is, I mean, it's broken in, But even before that, the Supremes are fantastic at, you know, being able to, it's a break-inable boot. You know, obviously for me, sometimes it's a little too tight on my toe, but it'll be fine. I actually got these Supreme S190s way back when, because I was a graph guy and I used graph skates, and my blade broke and no one could repair it in the near area. At least I thought so, because then I found one that did. But basically my family was coming up that game, and it was my third career junior start, and they were like, all right, we're gonna go, you know, come up and see you. I was playing juniors then, junior A, and in Ontario, and basically, you know, it came down to the fact that I needed new skates. Only reasonable solution, I needed them for a while. This is a good excuse, and I said, which ones, Vapors or the Supremes or the CCMs? I didn't go for a CCM skate. I actually ended up going for the Supremes, because the Vapors, they said, took longer to broke in and a little bit more stiffer, obviously. This is the glove here. I have not been a fan of CCM gloves. I don't like how they're bulky. I don't like how they're, you know, it's tough to break them in at first, but I've been converted. I mean, this thing is a beauty. Obviously, it's super lightweight. This is the 600 break, I believe, as you can tell. It might be a 590. Is it? No, it's a 600 break. So I'm one of the weird guys that doesn't go for 590. I go for a 600 break, just because I like it overall. And obviously, in my stance, which is here, right, you have, you know, it's a bit curved in, but then I flash it out like that. So it's a really nice glove overall. You can see the really. It's done its work in quality. This is the game ready one. Actually, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Right? Internals on the glove are just as good. I like the more internals the better, because I can adjust more stuff if I want to. With this, I mean, I don't really, like, before a game I might tighten it. You have the finger, obviously, you have this. But the actual internal part of the glove, I got the suede, which is really, really good. I can't really see if you can tell here. It's a bit suede on the inside. These are really good. I think it's the very good glove overall. It has that, you know, good, like, it has that good feel to it, to a glove, where it's not forcing you to do too much on your own. But I think the best part about this, what I like, besides it's lightweight, it's mobile, is that, and I just made it loose. That's why I never touch the internals until I want to. Is the palm protection on this thing. So obviously CCM is going hard ever since losing Lefebvre, which I think they goofed by not re-signing them, because now True's, they essentially created a new competitor in True, and all the NHLers now are going to use True. You see here, right? They have to go hard with the D30 foam, which is their big thing now for goalies, right? And you see that? That's already. There's so much palm protection here. I haven't felt a single stinger off of this glove yet, and I've been using it for a few months now, you know. But before that, I used the exact same one, but white, because I had this a long time ago. This one, you know, I haven't felt a stinger with at all. Obviously, same deal. This one's a bit tighter, but this one's more broken in. I believe this is also a 600 break. I'm not entirely sure. You know, but this is a really good glove. The only negative I would say to it, it's a little tougher for me to handle the stick for it. I used to have a Vaughn glove. Before that was Warrior, super broken in glove. Warrior G3, Vaughn Pro V Elite, the 2017 model. Definitely a little bit tougher to handle, because I don't have as much of a grip as I'd like as with the other more broken in, less bulky gloves. But this one takes up a lot of space. It doesn't really, like, it doesn't have a lot of sting to it, unlike the other gloves. And I mean, yeah, they all take up a good amount of space, but CCM is just overall gear that makes you look bigger in net, and that was super important to me, because I'm not the biggest guy, right? Not small, but again, not big. The blocker, it's got that D30 foam right here. You actually see it unclothed, basically. It's got this really nice finger protection. Blocker is good, sturdy overall. I like the wrist mobility on it. I actually keep it really loose on my wrist, because I like to do a lot of this. You know, if I'm making a save, I might finish blocker it into the corner. It's what works for me. I don't really miss a lot on my far blocker side here, but occasionally I might let one loose. Obviously the wrist internal's really good on it. You have a bunch of the suede foam, and yeah, this stuff is, so overall I say I'm really good. But knee guards, I actually went different. I'm probably going to get CCMs very soon. Knee guards with me tend to wear out a little bit more. but I have Brian's right now. Brian's knee guards are just out of this world. I mean, these things are, you know, for me, a knee guard needs to be allow me to be mobile, allow me to be quick in net. You know, it doesn't really take up too much leg room and space, but at the same time, I would like a knee guard to be quality and lightweight, not bulky. And these things do the trick. I mean, they're very simple guards. You know, there's 2 straps. It's really all I need. So these are really good. Haven't really felt much off of them because I have a nice thigh rise on my pads. But, you know, I think overall they're, I have that 1/2 inch extra on my pads. You know, they're really good. But the piece y'all been waiting for is the BAUER 960 XPM 2020 model. Now, obviously, you can tell this terrible vinyl job by myself, you know, is it's all right. It's got Jesus on the back because I am a born-again Christian. Proud of it, too. More content on that later. You got this internals here, which I really like. So the only problem is when these wear out, I'm going to have to get different internals because BAUER doesn't sell separate because they're a business first, right? They keep saying. But this thing is a beauty. I had 6 concussions in 2019. I wore a very old sport mask, nothing on the company. They're fantastic. Tony does a great job with all the masks. I should have replaced it earlier, and I did not. That was my fault. It was like a 5-year-old mask at the time, but I just didn't want to change. I have a Major RS in my room, but I chose to go with this. This is a, you know, best quality line model. Again, a bit of a dent on the cat eye here, but nothing super major. What I like about it, look here, you got this little plastic here. This stuff prevents absorbs most of the shock, which is again what I wanted my sticks to do, right? But this thing is super lightweight, super comfortable. I want to, you know, have a lot more vision, obviously, but I'll sacrifice that for safety these days. But yeah, I think overall, you know, it's a really good mask. I definitely would recommend it. It is $900. That's the only issue. So yeah, that's basically it. That's what I got in my bag. Thanks for tuning in today. Make sure to like, subscribe, and yeah, go from there.